radio. Any stations can copy me. Pack of wild dogs, Chitwa open, heading to room 11. I'm going to be radioed down, but 2 vehicles can come and join. Hiding mobile east. Wild dogs! Wild dogs! Wild dogs! Wild dogs! There's one. Yay! VM, how happy are you right now? I'm so excited. You don't understand how excited I am. I literally saw those in, yeah, that's exactly why we came to the dam, not for a giant kingfisher. That was so cool. I just saw those in Yala running and I thought, no ways, what is going on? Oh, here come the blacksmith lapwings. They're going to bop the dogs on the head. Look at that, those blacksmith lapwings don't tolerate anybody now, do they? I can just see 2 dogs at the moment. I can't see any more. Now they're looking at the guinea fowl are running. Where are you guys running? You were running to the wild dogs. I don't know if unless the dogs are really desperate, would they go for something like a guinea fowl? Just the 2. I'm just checking around me to see if there are any more that have run the other side. Goodness, whoever's still in Chitwa Lodge must have thought, what on earth is going on? Oh, this is amazing. I'm so happy. And they're walking right here. Ashley, the greatest thing about wild dogs is that they are able to, well, go anywhere, in fact. It's pretty amazing. They don't need a certain type of terrain. They can go wherever they please. They can adapt really, really easily, which is epic. And they can run on flat ground. You see, they don't stalk, so they don't need to, of course, worry like leopards and lions if there's not much vegetation around. I don't know if it's just the 2 of them. I'm going to try and get around again. I'm going to stay below them, Vian, so we get a nice view with the golden light. Sorry, I'm just so excited because if they start running again, I need to plan my route properly. Sorry, Ashley. So unlike lions and leopards, which can also adapt very well, obviously animals living in the desert, it makes it very difficult for them. Oh, that's stunning. To try and sneak away. Wild dogs will probably do just fine. And they're running now towards not really running, they're just stopping and looking. There's a herd of waterbuck and 1 wildebeest, but they're all seeing them. Ooh, James Richard, you said Wild Dog Wednesday is a success. I agree with you. Remember that amazing sighting we had with I almost got so excited, I'm stuttering now, with the waterbuck backlit? I think this might top it. Let's see. I don't know if they're going to go for the wildebeest. That's a really big wildebeest. And it's just the 2 of them. That is gorgeous. Yeah, everybody's very unsettled at the moment. Very, very unsettled. Blacksmith lapwings flapping away. Wildebeest walking towards the dogs to make sure that they know that they've been seen. The waterbuck were doing the same thing. Curse, just to let you know, these dogs are heading back northwest, and they're only about 200 meters from the boundary, and crossing into the Olgari, and it's very thick. I'm going to race up ahead because we're quite far behind them now. So just letting Kirsty know that they are close to the boundary. Does anyone know which wild dogs they are? And James Richard, you said Wild Dog Wednesday complete. I can't remember if I've already said that or not. Let me turn this radio on. Just an update. I've just got 2 wild dogs here. They're still Chitwa open mobile back towards JC Brinkpan. Still just 1 on lock. Copy. Just quickly updating Sheldon. Let me just pick the pace up through here because otherwise we're going to lose these dogs quickly. Lucky I missed that tortoise. They're on the move. They're running. Turn this game drive radio on. Hold on, William. Just trying to catch up to them. It's always quite difficult to try and navigate through here. Hold on, we watch those trees. They're so quick when they get on the move. Mita, you said, did somebody say Ferrari Safari? Always. Yeah, okay, we're going to stop here. Okay, they're going to come out. So we're going to just view them in between the gaps. And they're going to walk out in about 2 seconds. And they come trotting past the car. Oh, interesting. The rest of the pack might be elsewhere. You know, I have seen about 2 or 3 before in the same area. Hey, doggies. Not afraid of the vehicles whatsoever. I've seen something. There's an Impala on it. There's a group of Impala. They're running off to the west. Let's see if the dogs have picked up on them. Sorry, VM was just fixing the aerial, fallen down. Hold on, VM. I think they're going. Impala already spotted them, though. They're not. You notice how quiet everybody's being. No one's really alarming, except those birds. They're just trotting, and they can outmaneuver us and outrun us so quickly. Oh, they're going to cross out. Sheldon, they're now mobile across Shirombe towards Torchwood. I'm in between the cut line and Shirombe. Okay, hold on. Meow. Thank goodness for clear roads. Sorry, VM, hold on. Oh, there they go into Torchwood. You still just see the 2. And they are. We'll sit here, we'll wait. They might come back. They could quite easily bounce back again. We know what dogs are like. They're just waiting to hear something. Here they come. Still just the 2 of them. No sign of any more dogs. Quite interesting. I'm a bit confused with what's going on at the moment with the packs that we're seeing. I don't know if this is the pack of dogs we were talking about this morning that Aubrey, one of the djuma guides, had seen along the fence line. He said a pack. I think he would have told me if there were just 2 dogs. So perhaps this is someone else. Brent is going to be so jealous. I feel so sad for him. Well, we can tell Brent Kirst that they're on Torchwood approaching Cheetah Cut Line, and if he wants to come here, he can, and then he can quite happily take over the sighting, because I know how excited Brent is to see wild dogs, and if he could get a view of them, I would absolutely love for that. Apparently Brent is Ferrari sparring to us now. He is so desperate to see them. I really hope he does get them. We'll just stick with them and keep up with it, and then as soon as, because they are going straight towards Cheetah Cut Line now, and just in Torchwood. Now they're trying to flush out Dacre, an Impala, Bushbuck, and Inyala, something. The Impala are too quick for them. I think they came in maybe a bit noisy, and everybody gave their presence around. My goodness, at one point when we first realized that they were actually dogs. Okay, so they're on Gari Main now. This could go either way for us. I'm going to let Sheldon go in front because he hasn't had a look yet. So we'll let him go, and then we'll follow after him. So we're on Gari Main. This is going to go either way. They're either going to go into Vuyatela or they're going to go into Little Gari, which we can't traverse. And then the only thing now is, of course, because you're on a boundary road, there are going to be lots of people on the roads. Are you okay there, VM? Sorry, I made VM bounce around. But at least you got to see wild dogs, hey, VM? Our aerial's giving us some trouble, so VM's just cable tie. You won't believe what you can do with a cable tie. Amazing thing. In case we do need a Ferrari Safari again. They're now chasing, there's an Impala Ram. Just up ahead, he's bouncing about there. Not interested in him. Not interested in him just yet. Kirst, where is Brenty? Okay, they're going, they might go drink at the pan. Let's go have a look. They drink at, this is a tough thing with wild dogs. Now we're on, and I know what they're probably going to do. They're probably going to go west into Little Gowrie. Right, let's go across to Brent and see how quick he's moving.
Moving very quickly as seen wild dogs in over a year. I'm very, very excited. Hold on. I'm coming. I think Tayla should be just up ahead of us now, and hopefully the dogs are going to move us. Big bump coming. Might lose a cameraman, but that's okay as long as we wild dogs. So I can see the vehicles there now, and I know I don't want to disturb in case the Impala is my side. Let me just try to talk to Tayla quickly on the Game Drive radio. Which channel is she on, Kirsten? 1 or 2? As it looks like they're going away from where we are. Channel 2. Tayla. Well, I'm just trying to see if I can spot Tayla. I can see Tayla there. RT. I'm concerned they're heading into Little Gowrie. Copy, I got your visual. Okay, so apparently they've ducked off into here, outside of our boundary. We're trying to get a view, one last view. They might pop out. Okay, so they headed off in here. Now, we're just trying to get one view of them. I can see the cars moving through the block there, but they are heading, hopefully, straight west, which would be towards us. But it looks like they're actually going south. Unfortunately, there's an Impala. Let's just wait here. Let's see if they spot that Impala. All right, let me go back for you, Dave. Let's stand by here. Catherine, my heart is racing as well. I haven't seen my favorite animal in well over a year. And I was actually looking at some old photographs today, and I was actually about to show Dave one of the last photographs I took of a wild dog before I went up to Kenya. And I was just hoping, I'm sure I'll see them. They'll definitely appear for me at some point. But I think they might not have spotted this Impala, because Impala don't alarm call at wild dogs. They just run. So I think they might have just missed each other. But it's definitely worth our while hanging around this area, because dogs change direction at all time. But there we go. So that was one of the last photographs from my last sighting with dogs. I've actually seen these dogs before. Thanks for that, James. The Lower Sabi breakaway 2 males. Of course, if you remember the history, these dogs have quite a sad history. 90% of their pack was wiped out by canine distemper. Was it a year? Just over a year ago. Well, the sun's about to disappear. There we go, look at that. I'm just listening to where the cars are moving. I think people don't really know their north, south, east, west, because if they were heading straight west, they would be heading for that golden orb on the horizon. If they're going that way, that is south. Oh dear, well, we were just too slow today. But I think it's going to keep hanging around here. I've been hanging around this area hoping for alarm calls at Tundi. So I think I'll just keep hanging about here. And you never know, they might head down towards the Mawati and then come back to the north.
Yeah, something else has caught his attention. I don't know what it is. And that turned away. Where are you going? Maybe he knows Dad's on the property and he's going to go meet him for a beer. No, he's too young for a beer. He couldn't be having one just yet. For like 3.5 years old for a leopard is acceptable. And of course, she's talking absolute nonsense. I don't know where he's going. He's going in the right direction for food because he's heading up towards the open plains of quarantine, and there are so many Impala, Inyala, and wildebeest for him to choose from. Just being very careful. I'm trying to watch the camera in this tree in front of us. It's pitch black outside. Kirsten, what was that sound? Were you being Darth Vader? Right, we're going to try and get ahead of Hosana again without disturbing too many things in the bush. Brent has got a creature that's probably not going to make a quick escape. Right, we've found Hosana. I'm going to sit quietly though because we're going to do a action broadcast. Good afternoon, well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this live and interactive safari. We're sitting in the middle of the Sabi Sand Game Reserve in South Africa, where we are watching a leopard slink through the grass, and with prey in sight, maybe only 20 meters away. Now, we are sitting with our infrared lights on, so it's a special light that the animals cannot see. I cannot see anything either. It is pitch black out here. I'm just looking on my small monitor, which allows me to see what's going on. This is absolutely incredible to watch. He is so close. He's a young male leopard. Some of you that do follow Safari Live may know him. Hosana, the son of a very famous leopard Karula, who mysteriously disappeared last year sometime. Oh, he's getting close. Now, for a leopard to get this close is perfect. Now, I did say it was live and interactive, so if you do have any chats, you know what to do. You just have to comment away. And I'm going to try and keep my voice as low as possible, but we have parked a fair distance away from them to allow him to do his thing. And we're not going to move at all until Hosana makes his final move this evening. This is amazing. I don't think that Impala ram knows what's going on either. He's completely oblivious. But being on his own and at night, the Impala, of course, is going to be quite cautious too. Zephyr, you're rooting for Hosana. I think we all are in this case. He's a beloved leopard. And I was just saying a moment ago, before you all joined us, as he was staring into the eyes of a scrub hare, that he needs a meal, and I'd wish he'd go for something a little bit bigger. And he did. He obviously heard the rustling of this Impala as it grazes and decided that he'd rather use his energy. Oh, here he goes, look. This Impala knows something's up. The vervet monkeys were alarming also. Come on, Hosana, your chances. Come on, go now. He might not have another moment. No, that Impala, I think, for now, is gone. Something is fishy. I'm moving out of here. Hosana hasn't moved. Maybe he's going to chase after him. He was so close. He was less than 10 meters away from that Impala. And they've got incredible acceleration speed. Alex, you've said that this is an old video. It cannot be an old video because it is the 18th of April today, and it is now 21 minutes past 6 p.m. Central African time. This is happening right now. This is live. It's in the Sabi Sand Wildtuin. We are very close to Tayla Lodge on djuma. So no, this is not an old video. This is happening as we speak. And we just watched an Impala escape the clutches of a leopard. But he is very young, he's very inexperienced. You can still see the Impala's just there. You just sort of see his eyes, but I think he knows. I think he's a bit weary at the moment. Just turned around now so he can't see that eye shine. You'll just see it every now and then. What are you going to do, Hosana? He's still just watching. So he hasn't taken his eyes off. And sometimes a hunt does take a long time. It doesn't just happen in 2 seconds. Sometimes it may stalk for an hour, 2 hours. I once watched a leopard. Oh, you're going to come back this way. I once watched a leopard for about an hour on the sunset safari. And in the morning, he'd been still sitting at the same place outside a warthog burrow and sat for another 3 hours. So they are patient creatures, these leopards. He's trying again. Unfortunately, it's going to be hard to see, but we cannot move any closer, because if I move the car, I'm going to alert the Impala. So we'll just sit and wait. Sammy Jane, you said if all else fails, scrub hair. I think that's what he's going to have to go back for. But if this Impala bolts and starts alarming, that scrub hair is going to be alerted of Hosana's presence as well. And will probably move off and seek some shelter under a shrub. He's gone back down again. And Hosana's got everything on his side tonight. It's nice and dark, and the stars are out, but they're not particularly bright. John, you've asked how old this leopard is. He's just over 2 years old now, so he's still quite young. He's still got a lot to learn. This is why I said he's inexperienced. So I suppose, even though he didn't make an attempt the first time, he knows better than I do. I shouldn't be one to be judging him. I don't know how to catch an impala. He probably would have made some calculations in his head and maybe thought to himself, I shouldn't go just yet. He's creeping up closer. Candace, you're quite right in saying, wow, the patience. You're definitely correct. Now, as soon as Hosana does bolt and run, if he does run towards that Impala, or that Impala walks straight towards him, which he is doing at the moment, and that would be ideal, is if that Impala just walks straight up to him. As soon as we hear some sounds, we will race and get a better view. But for now, we're going to hold out. Now, of course, I know some of you, okay, Impala's looking suspiciously in the grass there. I know some of you are saying it's a bit dark. We're very far away. We're in infrared. We can't move because we don't want to alert anybody of our presence, but I think this Impala knows what's up. You see how he keeps looking in the direction, and that's in a big Impala ram. It's tough trying to move through the grass. Come on, Hosana, make your move. A lot of rustling going around. I can't even see him anymore, but he's somewhere in there. He's just laying low, like a leopard should, when they're trying to sneak up to its prey. I think he's slinking again. Is that him there? I think my eyes just want to see him move. Very, very difficult to see where he's moved to now. And the Impala, I think, is behind the trees. Kayleen, now there's very little wind out tonight. I don't even think there's a breeze. So I don't think that's going to be playing sort of a part in this hunt this evening. It's going to be a big negative against Hosana as he slinks through the grass. And also it's not going to conceal his scent very well. So, because there isn't much of a breeze either, I don't think it's going to work in the Impala's favor. I don't think it's going to be able to pick up on his scent too much. I don't know where this Impala has gone. What I'm going to do is I want to have a quick scan around behind me. No, I think he's behind the trees at the moment because I can't see anything. So we typically use our spotlights to try and spot animals, to find them. And then once we've found them, we go into infrared. And then if they've moved off, we can use them again just to scan very quickly. Not keeping the light on them for too long. Just making sure Hosana hasn't snuck past on the side of the vehicle, but it doesn't look like it. I'm sure he's still in the bushes somewhere. No, I can't see either of them anymore. The Impala could have gone further west from where we are, back up to the open plains, where just moments before we found Hosana, there were big herds, bachelor herds, breeding herds, herds of wildebeest as well. lots of different creatures, but now I don't know where he is. I do think that Impala has moved off quite a bit now. Right. Well, that was very exciting, wasn't it? Pretty amazing that we get to see wild leopards in their elements. And, well, we're going to try and find them again. I might go back out and on the road, keep my distance. So if you'd like to carry on watching Safari Live to see if Hosana comes out and tries to catch a leopard again, not a leopard, catch an impala again, just head to, well, Safari Live. You can Google us. But for myself and VM and the rest of the Wild Earth team, it's been fantastic, and we hope that you join again soon. Hi guys. I don't know where Hosana's gone. Oh, there's the Impala. Go straight 12 o'clock. Where did he go? I don't know if this was I don't know if this is now another Impala. There were a lot of them around here. I still can't see Hosana though. I have no idea where he is. And Impala's just sort of standing there looking. He definitely knows that something's there. I think the bugs are getting to him, as they are to VM and I. I don't know, Kirst. It's up to you. I don't know what Hosana's going to do. Okay, we'll keep it going for a minute longer, everybody. We're going to extend the drive just slightly. There we go. Kirsten, I don't think it's going to be necessary. This Impala knows that he's there now. He's snorted. And is going to get out of there. I think he's just making sure that he knows that there's a leopard. But good attempt by Hosana. Hopefully he'll be quicker off the mark next time and not think so hard about it. Trust himself a little bit more. But what an exciting drive, with possibilities of Tingana being out tomorrow morning and on the property. And who knows when the Nkuhumas are going to return. Right, let's hope we see Hosana on a kill in the morning. But otherwise, we'll see you on the Sunrise Safari.